You know it's Amy-O, and welcome to my third braces update video. So I'm just about to go in for my next appointment with the orthodontist. Last you saw of me, I had the coloured bands removed from my braces. A couple of you have suggested that you think I should get purple bands. Purple is actually my favorite color. I had a look at the purple bands that they had last time, hoping that they would have like a light purple, which they don't. So I think I'm just going to jump the gun and get the dark purple today. I don't really know what's going to happen in this appointment. If they change my wires, that's awesome. If they don't change my wires, I think I'll just ask them to trim them slightly at the back because they're starting to feel a little loose. So let's go. Hi everyone, it is a non-stop day today. I've had 3 appointments so far. It's 11:15 and I'm finally stopping. Yeah, so at the orthodontist, they assess everything, I guess, and they wanted to change my wires up another notch or whatever. And they have also given me power chains, which I'm really excited about. I know this is like a big step in the progress. So I've got them on my top 6 teeth. They are silver, so I don't even know if you can see them. I guess the idea of the power chains is that they pull the teeth in more. I also did get purple just on the bottom ones. Dark purple. Very cool. So my appointment was at like 8:40. It's 11:15 now. I haven't eaten much today because I've been on the run and I was in a rush this morning. So I'm very, very keen to go and have some lunch. I am just going to the Apple store because I'm going to go buy a new iPhone, which will be exciting. Hopefully I'll get some better film quality. I guess like when I do close-ups of my teeth, they just look blurry to me, you know. I don't really think that they look very clear, so I don't know if there's something better I can be doing, but anyhow, also if you guys think that when I'm filming these things and I'm out and about I'm really rushed, the truth is that yes I am. So I work full-time. I work full-time Monday to Friday, and my orthodontist is only open Monday to Friday. So generally, for the most part, when I have an appointment, I work a half day and have an appointment in the afternoon, or I have the whole day off and I cram a bunch of other appointments and errands and running around that I want to do into that weekday. So yeah, I've been to all my appointments this morning, and I finally have like some time to breathe, where I'm still doing a bunch of stuff, but I'm not needing to be anywhere by a specific time. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat something and go buy this phone. Bye. Good morning. I've not long been awake. Today is Sunday, so I had my appointment with the orthodontist on the Thursday, so it's been a couple of days. I just wanted to fill you in on how it's been going. So last night before I went to bed, I put some wax on 2 of my brackets. I don't know, I just feel like they were scratching sort of like the inside of my lip. And previously when I've put wax on, I find if I put it on before I go to bed and then I just sleep with the wax on, I'll sort of wake up and feel like it's done the job and I feel a lot better. So I just wanted to show you where I have the wax, like how much I put on as well. Like, I don't know if I put on too much or whatever. I kind of feel like a vampire right now. Here and here. So I'm going to take the wax off and show you the style of bracket that are there because they're the same, and why I put the wax on there. So hopefully it's just gonna pop out. And hopefully once I take these out, I'll just feel fine. So it's this type of bracket where there's like an extra hook thingy coming up at the top there. So that is kind of what was scratching up on the inside of my lip. And I didn't have like any red marks on my lips or any cuts or anything like that. It was just irritating it. So I'm hoping that a full night's sleep with the wax in is going to help. If not, I'll just put more wax on for today, and who cares? You got to do what you got to do. It's a Sunday. I'm at home just doing chores and stuff like that, preparing for the week ahead. So yes, oh my goodness, good morning to all. This is what my teeth look like. Actually, I'm really pleased with the purple. I think if I didn't have to have the power chains up the top, I would have been really happy with this really pretty purple everywhere. This tooth is like, it's been like that for a little while, just like sitting out here on its own, you know. I'm very pleased with the results and the progress that I've been making so far. I know that still got a long way to go. I'm literally only like 4.5 months into my treatment. But they have moved significantly. Anyhow, until next time, bye. I'll be honest with you, between my last orthodontist appointment and now, I haven't noticed a lot of difference. And I know that this is one of those things that was going to happen eventually, that I was going to get to the stage where everything was just kind of like plateauing, or you're not noticing a huge change. I did know that in the first few months was going to be where you would see the most change. A change that I have noticed is this tooth here used to be slightly more sort of like twisted that way, ever so slightly. And now that the teeth have moved, it does stick down further than this tooth. Yeah. So that's something that I've noticed. And, you know, these little things do make you a bit self-conscious sometimes. I have noticed that all the teeth leading up to those back teeth are sort of facing a different angle now because they've moved ever so slightly. I'm going to open my mouth and try and sort of show you my back teeth to see how they're angled differently. So we'll see how this goes. See how the tooth second from the back sits in further? I still have those blue dots, the little build-ups on my very back teeth at the bottom, but now it doesn't really affect me as much when I'm chewing. I know when I first had them on, I would bite down and chew, and my teeth on the sides here literally would not even touch at all. pardon me. Now when I bite down, my teeth touch pretty much almost all of them. Obviously, I still have gaps where all my teeth were pulled out. I have my next appointment with the orthodontist tomorrow, so I'm very eager to see what the next step is, and we'll go from there. Bye. Hello, so I just had my appointment with the orthodontist and I now have elastics. Woo! I mean, progress is progress. So at the appointment, I've kept the power chains on. I don't know if they changed that in strength. They also changed my wires up a couple sizes, whatever. And I said that I didn't want any colored bands on the other ones just because I was getting the elastics and just wanted less things going on, I guess. So the style of elastics that I have is called Gary, and I'm to wear them full time. So they go from this tooth with the little, I don't know, extra hook thing to the tooth with the last bracket, so my second last tooth. Yeah. They very briefly showed me how to put them on. So I'm gonna have to, I guess, like study how they put them on so I don't mess it up when I'm putting them back on. They gave me a little like information sheet with things to remember about how to use the elastics. Essentially, they said that they need to be changed twice a day. So I would put a fresh pair on in the morning, I guess after I've had breakfast and brushed my teeth, and then I would put a fresh pair on when I'm done with dinner and brush my teeth before I go to bed. So the only times that I will take them out, because I'm to wear them full time, the only times that I will take them out is to brush my teeth and to eat. They said if I take them out to eat during the day, it's fine to put the same set back in. They also said that if one of them snaps, like if it snaps while I'm eating, chewing, talking, whatever, that I just need to put a fresh pair on. So if one of them snaps, take the other one out and put a new two in. I guess it's to do with the strength because they are elastic, so they are going to wear with time. The strength is going to wear with time while they're, stretching, while I talk, yawn, anything. Also, while I was at the orthodontist, when they were talking to me about my next appointment, they're booking me in for a long appointment. So it's going to be a 30-minute appointment. Generally, my appointments are 10-15 minutes. They can be quite quick, but next appointment they're booking me in for a 30-minute appointment. I don't know which teeth, but 2 of the teeth need their brackets repositioned. So they're going to remove the bracket off of whatever tooth and re-put on a new bracket. So I don't really know why, but keeps things interesting, I guess. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how life goes with my elastics. It's good. Like, a positive is that they are on the outside. My younger sister, when she had her braces on, she said that one time she had elastics and it went from like the outside of her tooth to the inside at the bottom of another tooth. And so because it was between teeth, like when she would bite down, she was constantly eating wire. eating elastic. So that made it quite easy for it to snap, I guess. Yeah, so I was in a pretty decent, I don't want to say hurry this morning, but I was running pretty on time for my appointment. So I skipped breakfast this morning only because I'm so used to these appointments being really quick and them not really changing much or whatever. And so I was like, yep, I'll go to my appointment and then I'm going to come back home because I'm currently working from home this week. And so I was like, I'll just come home and then have my breakfast. But yeah, I decided not. And then now I've come home and I'm so hungry and I need to have some breakfast. And now I have to take these elastics off and put them back on when I eat, which is a little annoying, but it'd be good to have a practice after I've literally just had them put on. So wish me luck. Bye. Okay, so anyone who is interested, this was part of my little fact sheet that I was given at the orthodontist. So we have pictures of what the packets look like. So this is Gary, Greg, Elliot, and Louis. This is what I have. So I am wearing Gary at the moment. And this is a diagram that they drew for me how to wear my specific elastics. So where the lines are, that's just showing where I'm to attach from there to there. So yeah, my second back tooth at the bottom comes up to this one here, which has a little hook, and same on the other side. Hello, it is after lunchtime and I have taken my elastics out twice now. So I took them out this morning so that I could have breakfast and put them back in, and then did the same thing for lunch. Mid-morning I was having a little craving for chocolate and I was like, I really can't be bothered taking these things out and in, so I did not eat the chocolate. So my first attempt at putting the elastics back in, it's really easy to take them out, but then to get them back in is a bit more difficult. I'm sure I'll get better in time, especially if I'm doing it minimum twice a day for the next 6 weeks until my next appointment. So literally to put them back in, I used a little handheld mirror so I could see what I was doing, and then I used a pair of tweezers to hold onto the elastic while I put them in. The first one that I put back in just popped right in there and it was really easy. It was quite literally a fluke. And then the next one that I was putting in, I just struggled and struggled and struggled. I could get it in, I could get it attached to the bottom. I think I started top and bottom. Anyway, I could get it attached to the top one and then I would stretch it out to the bottom one and it just wouldn't grab. And then I'd think it was attached. So then I would let go with the tweezers and it just snapped in my mouth. And that happened about 4 or 5 times. And then I decided to switch. So instead of trying to attach from the top to the bottom, I then tried to attach from the bottom to the top and it just went. So, but then the next time, so after I had my lunch and I had to put them back in, it was a lot easier. So I'm sure I will get better in time. Yeah. I also had a pretty good read of the fact sheet that I was provided with, and one thing that stood out is during some phases of your treatment, small elastics are used. These elastics place a gentle but continuous force to help teeth move closer together, which I'm really excited about because where they are, this tooth here and the second back tooth, if it's putting a continuous force, I assume that it is to move the bottom teeth forward. The fact sheet also said, hang on, let me find it. The fact sheet also said that it can be difficult to eat with them in, but you don't actually have to take them out. So if I can get to a stage where I can learn to, even if I'm just eating little snacks and leaving them in, that'll just be easier on me. Funny, because it said on here to replace them 3 times a day, but then they only said to replace them in the morning and then at night. So I don't know. I have already switched these ones out because one fell on the floor when I pulled it out after breakfast. So I was not putting that back in my mouth. Also says that as part of full-time wear, you wear them to bed. So that's just going to be easy. Put them in, forget about it. I'm actually so happy that I now have elastics, because it feels like, to me, I'm doing something towards the treatment, and the elastics are only going to do their job if I'm doing my job. And yeah, it means I'm actively doing something towards moving my teeth. Like, the progress is going to come from me doing this. So I think the outcome is going to be even more rewarding because I did it. Hi everyone. It's been about 3 weeks since I first had my elastics put in. From what I've noticed, what has changed with my teeth is that my bite is actually different now. So when I bite down, like, the backs of my top teeth now kind of like touch the front of my front teeth. And they didn't used to do that before. So from what I've learnt about what elastics do is they're not actually like moving your teeth along or around or anything like that. It is it's purely to change your bite. And I know when I first had my braces consultation, they said that I had a slight overbite, so I think that the elastics are changing the way that my teeth bite down, which is really cool. I still am not an expert on putting these things in, but I think I have improved. When I first started putting the elastics in my teeth, I used a set of tweezers, and that was just, I think, purely to have more control and to have like a longer sort of like distance going into my mouth that was shorter and skinnier than my fingers. But I'm going to try and show you how I put the elastics in. I will be honest, putting them in on this side tends to be a bit easier, and putting them in on this side I can have trouble sometimes. So I'm just gonna grab them and let's give this a go. And I don't know, whenever I put them in, sometimes they just go straight in, sometimes it takes a couple of attempts, sometimes I can get very frustrated and I need to go and get a set of tweezers. So let's just see how this goes. Perfect. Doesn't always happen that way. And perfect. So embarrassing, but also really impressive. Sometimes I will be able to attach it to one and then I can't get it on the other one, and then I think it's on there and I let go and it snaps into my mouth, and it can be slightly painful, but it's not the end of the world. Anyway, that's how I'm going. So my next appointment with the orthodontist is in another 3 weeks. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this far, I appreciate your support. Until the next video, bye!